No matter how busy you are, you must really take time to take care of yourself. Hi, my name is Gary, also known as Sibat Graphics on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. For today's video, let's do October recap. Let's go! October has been very hectic. I have completed a lot of complex projects last October, and time management is one of the challenges I faced once again. I have been busy with client work that I no longer had time for personal art, and I'm still working on how to squeeze in some time to do my practice sessions and do a little bit of art for myself. I have attended only few events last October because of the busy schedule, and I didn't have much time editing vlogs, so if you would notice, I only just uploaded a couple of videos last month. However, how busy I was last October, it's still fun because I've worked on a lot of fun projects. And I also have attended a comedy show. The title of the show is KAMPON ng Comedy. It's a comedy show that focuses on dark humor. This show is part of Joketober Fest, which Comedy Manila produces every year, a week-long celebration of stand-up comedy. If you are a creative person, you would really appreciate how the comedians wrote those jokes or beats. Imagine facing the challenge to make someone laugh out of dark jokes. So it's really a challenge for them, and I really appreciate them doing this type of show. And this is why it's my favorite show produced by Comedy Manila. And now let's see the projects that I want to highlight last October. First up is a design for Keep Going Clothing. The client requested for a geisha Medusa. The client also asked for a Daruma doll, and I really had fun doing this project, so let's take a quick look. This project is for silkscreen, and the main challenge for this one is all about the layout. It was a challenge for me to fit in all of those elements in one layout. I love drawing these types of illustrations. Next up is a commission work for Ellie Inc. He is a tattooist, and he requested for a Pinoy tribal tattooist turned into cyborg or mecha. He wanted to pose the character as if he was tattooing a skull. And luckily I have a skull model, so I did the posing, take a photo of it, and used it as a reference. This is also a really fun project. I was able to put in a lot of details on this work. The print method that the client chose for this project is DTF, or direct to film. And I think I need to do a content about silkscreen printing versus DTF printing. I think that's gonna be a good content in the future, so let's see. And here's the last one. It is a commission work for Maligno, Kennels Unleashed. The client requested for a Grim Reaper holding a pit bull, but the catch is the pit bull must be portrayed sort of like a monster. Last October, I also did my very first podcast guesting for Buhay Creative. Buhay Creative is a page dedicated for Filipino creatives, and their main content is sharing about news and hot topics surrounding the creative field. And I was very lucky enough and fortunate to be invited for their very first live podcast. The plan was supposed to be just an hour of interview, but we ended up extending the time up to 3 hours. We entertained some questions from the live audience, which is very fun. We talked about my creative journey as an artist, and we also talked about AI and how it affects me or the creative industry, specifically for us illustrators. Now let's talk about the challenges I faced last October. First up is YouTube growth. Right now we are at 300 subscribers, and my initial goal was to achieve 1,000 subscribers here in YouTube by the end of the year. And there's something that I realized. I initially planned on leveraging my following from Facebook, expecting that at least 1,000 of them would also subscribe on my YouTube channel, but that's not the reality. I realized that Facebook and YouTube is really a very different platform. My audience on Facebook really watched or followed me because of my reels or short form content rather than this type of longer format here on YouTube. Right now, my growth in YouTube is very small, but it doesn't discourage me from producing videos like this. This October, I also tried something new. I am now editing in VINCI Resolve. So far, so good. If you would notice, my videos are very simple, very raw. I don't do much of special effects because I really don't have the time to do it, and I do not specialize in video editing. This October, I've also transitioned from Filipino to English content here on YouTube. My objective is, of course, very obvious. I want to capture a bit of global audience, and the big pro for this move is that I'm able to practice my English. October has been a very busy month for me due to client work, and it made me realize that no matter how busy you are, you must really take time to take care of yourself. You really have to schedule your rest days. You really have to pause and take a break. You really have to go out of the studio and attend shows and events. And especially, you really have to make time to connect with family and friends. And I think that's it for this video. If you like this type of content about art, illustration, shirt design, and freelance life, please do consider subscribing. And that's it. Thank you. Salamat.